So, this question has been causing a lot of confusion. I've been trying to figure out a way to introduce it. But look at, these are, you guys know what Petri dishes are? Okay, they're little plates. Angel can't have headphones on in class. Points disappear. 18. So they're little dishes, and they put some stuff in there to grow bacteria usually. All right? So those are two dishes. Those white dots that you see, those are little pieces of paper, Aiden. Pieces of paper that have been soaked in antibiotics. Oh, just why don't you just wait at the front if you don't know where you're sitting, Kathy. And antibiotics, Desaya, as you know, they kill bacteria. So antibiotics kill bacteria. Okay, so should bacteria be growing next to the paper, little paper things? No. Okay. Now the bacteria, you can tell it's growing because it'll be that white film, that kind of white stuff that's growing. Where it's not growing, it'll look kind of dark blue. That's showing there's nothing on the plate. All right? So there's two plates, plate A and B. So I want you to tell me, this is A, this is B. What pattern do you notice in terms of bacterial growth between those two plates? Okay? A and B. Okay? The white stuff, that's bacteria. If there's no bacteria, then it'll be a dark blue, almost black color. All right? So, using that information, the antibiotics have been soaked onto those paper discs. Dark areas, no growth. The white film is bacteria. Tell me what the pattern is. So this seed is missing, huh? You're in the middle of that far table. Is kind of the opposite of Alina. And you probably need a paper. You're probably going to have to go get a paper, a learning log. Any headphones? Yeah, no headphones. Headphones? So if you have headphones in class, then I can't give you a stamp, Angel. Oh, Angel, you got gum? Oh. Can't have a hat on in class. Okay, so gotta keep those headphones come out. If I have to remind you, no stamp. I'm done reminding on stuff. It's just points are gonna be gone. Well, then feel lucky. Oops. I have to make a note of that. Put something down, Daniel. You can write something. You can write something. No headphones, Sharon. No headphones, Ashton. You gotta write something, Janelle. You can do it. Oof. All right. Oh, who's the first winner for today? Oh, Daylon. Why don't you put that phone away there? Oh, Daylon, the headphones too. Let's see. Angel. What pattern do you see, Angel? Yeah, which one has, what about white? Which one has more white? B? Okay, what does the white mean? If it's white, it means what? Whoa, Paul, you can think. More bacteria. Yeah, more white, more bacteria. Yeah. Nice job, Angel. So did some of you put that too? So which plate has more bacteria? Plate B. Now why though? Let's think about. They both were treated the same way with antibiotics, but bacteria grew more in plate B. Why is that? So B has more bacteria. But why? Why? Adrian, why? What were you saying? Well, they soaked, both sides were soaked. Both sides were soaked with antibiotics. But do antibiotics always work? No. Because this one's definitely not working, right? This one, no. This one, barely. So what's happening? What's wrong? What's going on with those antibiotics? The bacteria are what? Are they getting killed by the antibiotics? Not very well. So what do we call that when antibiotics stop working very well? Where we see the bacteria are resistant. Thank you, Alina. Nice job, Alina. Resistant to the antibiotics. They're just growing. They're just growing everywhere. They don't care. No respect for the antibiotics. Okay? Whereas, do these bacteria have respect for the antibiotics in Petri dish A? Yeah. So bacteria, oops. So in A, the bacteria, they don't look like they show any resistance. Are not, they're not resistant. This is basically a demonstration of antibiotic resistance. All right. On the right, you don't want those bacteria. That would really hurt you if you got those because they're not resistant. So get out any sheet of paper, Josiah, and a pencil. Okay. And what process causes or creates that resistance? Process we've been learning about. Process that's described with 2 words. Natural selection. Yeah. Thank you. You got me, Paul. You always got to be on my back, man. So natural selection. Not resistant by, that's the process, natural selection. Remember, life wants to survive, wants to live. And it will push back against adversity just like you. When you face a challenge in your life, do you just go away? Do you just lay down and die? No. You stand up. You fight back. You figure out a way to solve the problem, right? You just don't sit there. You get up, you make moves, take action. And that's what you need to do, Rocchetti. Okay? You don't just little antibiotic kill you, right? You figure out a way. That's what life does. All right, so you should have some space on your learning log. Maybe that top space you didn't use because, today is Wednesday, so you went right for the middle. So in that top space, or the middle space, because maybe you wrote in the top out of habit, we're going to practice something because we're going to demonstrate the process of natural selection by using an activity called drawing, Kathy. Okay, drawing. You're going to memorize a picture, and then you're going to draw it. So we're going to practice that. Because is that something you do every day? Probably not. So we're going to practice it first. So you guys ready to memorize? Okay. How about now? Okay, wait. We'll wait. How about now? Yeah. Oh, thank you. So put your pencils down. Everybody put your pencils down. Put your pen or pencils down. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Okay, so no pencils. Okay, you're just going to look at this image. You're going to memorize it. Put it in your brain. Okay, you guys ready? 1, 2, 3. Memorize this. Memorize. Shh, no talking. Memorize this. No pencils down. Pencils down. Memorize. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, draw it. Draw what you saw in the blank space. Draw what you saw as exactly as you can based on your memory, your photographic memory. Or your photograph. Is your memory photographic? Not really. It's not really like a videotape. Eyewitness testimony has a lot of problems, as you might know. Draw it to the best of your ability, what you remember seeing. I would love to. Paul, can I use yours? Okay. All right. And I want you to stop drawing. We don't got all day for this, so stop drawing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop drawing. Stop. Pencil. All right. So let's go back. Oops. Let's go forward. So can I use yours, Lynn? So I'm looking at Lynn's. Her wings are much smaller relative to the body than this. The wings got a lot. Also, the head is bigger than the body, but Lynn made the body a little bigger than the head. Okay, see how that changed a little bit? Paul, can I see yours? So checking out Paul's right here. His eyeballs, they're asymmetric. That's kind of cool. They're a little bit wider space, too. These are pretty narrow space, aren't they? Did most of you guys draw them a little wider? It seems like they should go a little wider, right? Did you do that? Well, you shouldn't have. That's not up for you. That's not your choice. Sorry, but it's natural to draw them a little wider, right? Oh, and this is interesting. On one wing, there's little, what you call it, little wave things on the end instead of the bottom. And there's a little more little points. There's like 6 points, 5 points, 4 points instead of 3 points. Okay? But you got the smile on there. Shania, can I look at yours? No? Yeah? Okay. Can I share? No, nobody wants to share? Aiden? Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Oh, whoa, okay. So Aiden made a whole very small head compared to the body. He's got the wings look like clouds, like floating on clouds. Okay. And you got a nice, the eyes are a little wider. I told you, a wider set. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So bigger body, smaller head. So what we're going to do, so think about that skill. We're going to use it next. I'm going to call everybody back. I'm going to show you a picture, have you memorize it for 10 seconds, then you're going to draw it. So, for example, I'm going to call Daylon back. Oh, headphones got to be out, Daylon. When I give you permission, they can go back in. So I'll show him the original picture. He'll draw it. Okay? I'll say thank you. He'll go back. Then I'll have Drew come up. Which picture am I going to show Drew? The original one or the one Daylon did? I'm going to show him Daylon's, and he's going to copy that and draw it. Then I'm going to go to Lynn. Guess what picture I'm going to show her? I'm going to show Drew's picture to her, and she's going to draw that. So it's like telephone. You guys played that before? It's pretty funny, isn't it? The changes that happen. It's interesting how the message gets changed. But we're going to use that to show the concept of natural selection, evolution, change over time. Do you think there'll sometimes be a big change between pictures? Will some people make a lot of changes? Probably. Will some people draw it pretty similar to the original? Probably. Okay. So it'll be interesting, and later on Friday we'll analyze the results. Okay. So I'll be calling you back individually. Don't worry. Can you mess it up? Can you mess up this activity? Well, only if you do something purposely negative with your drawing, okay, to make